Welcome back to Sporting Limerick's live coverage of the Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Junior Final. First, of course, victory for Father Casey's. We're here now for the senior final between St.Ailbes and Monagea. I'm delighted to be joined, along with Matt O'Callaghan of the Weekly Observer Vale Star, by John Ryan, former Limerick Ladies Senior Gaelic Football Manager. John, we'll pause for a minute's silence and then we'll get your thoughts on today's game. John Ryan, potentially a cracker here between St.Ailbes and Monagea. Your thoughts just before Tyrone?
Yeah, look, it's going to be, this game could go down to the wire. If you look at the semi-final, especially Ailbies semi-final, they really blew Fiona Castleman out of the water. But the conditions today, there's a breeze blowing. It's blowing basically across, I think, into the corner here down our right hand side. So that's going to affect it. But look, looking at both teams on paper, Ailbies would have the stronger on paper, but I've seen these in the Monagea in the county final last year, and if they get enough of ball into the likes of Katrina Davis and Bridget Cahill, she's going to be another player, especially on the 14 where they play her. Definitely, that's going to be a big factor in today's game.
We'll start with the St.Ailbes team. They've Brianna Donnelly in goals, full back line of Sarah Ryan, Hazel Davern and Kate Ryan. Maeve McNamara and Niamh Ryan and Ciara Ryan make up the half back line. Caroline Hickey and Aideen McNamara in midfield. Emma Ryan captaining the St.Ailbes team from right half forward and joined in the half forward line by Joanne Maguire and Sinead McNamara. Paula Donnelly, Mairead Kavanagh and Ingrid Laffin make up the St.Ailbes team. Quick run down the Monagea team. In goals, Aoife Corbett. Roisin Brown is off the Monagea team. She's going to be replaced by Laura Walsh, and she's joined by Marie Lennon and Ella Whelan in the full back line. Laurie O'Connor, Emma Hogan and Rachel Carmody in the half back line. Lisa Hartnett in midfield wearing number 8 for Monagea. She's joined by Grace Lee wearing number 9, Liz Carmody, Bridget Cahill and Karen O'Leary in the half forward line. Number 19, Irene Delan is in for Yvonne Lee for Monagea in right corner forward, and the Monagea full forward line is completed by Katrina Davis and Deborah Murphy. We're pretty much ready to go here in Bruff for this Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Senior Football Championship final between St.Ailbes and Monagea. Referee Kevin O'Brien just all set to get us underway here. It's going to be Ailbies playing from left to right, and Monagea obviously playing from right to left as well. A few changes positionally as you'd expect, but it's Monagea looking to win possession first off here, and it's Grace Lee who has it for Monagea. Hand passes inside to Karen O'Leary. O'Leary now on the run, sidestepped to give it back to Lisa Hartnett, and it'll be a slow build up for Monagea looking to keep possession for the moment. So O'Leary again straight into Bridget Cahill, and Cahill gets away from a couple of Ailbies defenders. A good run here from Cahill immediately with Monagea, plays the ball in, looking for Katrina Davis. Davis has a big danger player here. Another chance here, no free, indeed it is a free. Kevin O'Brien decides to give a free. Good running from Bridget Cahill, and John Ryan, fantastic start really from Monagea.
Yeah, from the throw in, they won the ball, they walked it, and as we said earlier, they're walking it through the lines there. Bridget Cahill, big player for him. Niamh Ryan kind of peeled back off for that as she came up the field with it. So this is the stuff they'll want. They'll want to get the score on the board straight away, and I'm sure Katrina Davis will have no problem tapping this one up.
Yeah, I agree with John there. It was the start that Monagea would certainly be looking for, and it was a classical trademark Bridget Cahill run, and this was the type of runs that unhinged Ballylanda's 4 in a row bid last year, because she was one of the main players, her and Katrina Davis up front, and it doesn't surprise me that she's picking up on that again today now. Like, that was a very, very incisive run, very early on. Very, very important to put down a marker against the breeze.
Indeed, it's going to be a penalty here. It's Katrina Davis that put that right into the roof of the net. Fantastic start here from Monagea. The foul on Bridget Cahill. John, we thought it was a free. Referee Kevin O'Brien thinking then.
It was inside. So, but it's amazing now how our Ailbies is going to set up here against this running half forward line from Monagea. That's going to be an interesting factor in this game.
And ball out of play, clearance attempted by Hazel Davern, gone straight out over the sideline here, near sideline here in Bruff. It's going to be restarted here by Larry O'Connor. In fact, it's not. That's Emma Hogan with the long high ball, and it's well defended though by Ailbies. And away they come, and it's Emer Ryan, the Ailbies captain, in possession. Hand pass, she's hit late by Grace Lee on that occasion. That's a warning for Grace Lee from referee Kevin O'Brien. Foul on St. Ailbes captain Emer Ryan. And Ailbies Matt O'Callaghan will need to get back into this fairly quickly. Great start for Monagea.
Great start for Monagea, and Ailbies have the breeze, but Ailbies have a very potent forward line as well. Emma Ryan, Ingrid Laffin, Joanne Maguire, hugely experienced, and of course on the edge of the square, Mairead Kavanagh. And if she gets the type of supply a good supply, she will certainly revel in it.
It's a chance now. It's on the run. It's Paula Donnelly for St. Ailbes. Gives the hand pass away. Chance for the aforementioned Kavanagh here. Straight through and goal to Mairead Kavanagh. Gives the hand pass away. Shooting shots. Good defending initially from Monagea. The play eventually brought back. But as Matt O'Callaghan just mentioned, fantastic potency in this Ailbies front line.
Yeah, look, the one thing about Monagea, they got back in numbers there. And the very minute, as Matt said a few minutes ago, Mairead Kavanagh is the go-to player for Ailbies. And in fairness to Monagea, they got back, they defended well, and now it's a free in. And, they'll have to, I think they're going to play a player in front of the full forward line. They're going to play that extra player back, and that's going to make a huge difference. Emer
Ryan has no problem slotting that, and Ailbies are on the board. 3.5 minutes gone of this Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Senior Championship Final, brought to you live on Sporting Limerick in association with Elm Court Service Station in Ballinady. It's a kick out taken quickly by Aoife Corbett, and it's Monagea working the ball. It's fit number 15 Deborah Murphy playing well away from her corner forward position as listed. Hand passes the ball off to Lisa Hartnett. It's Hartnett now bringing play back in field, decides to give it to Deborah Murphy once more, and Murphy now challenged by Emer Ryan and the Ailbies number 8 Caroline Hickey. It's going to be a free for Monagea. Foul on Deborah Murphy on that occasion, and it's going to be Lisa Hartnett to take this one. Looking at a couple of options as Hartnett decides to give a dangerously high ball back, and Ailbies could win this one. They've got lucky and got away with that, and it's Larry O'Connor in possession, plays the ball down looking for Bridget Cahill, does well to shield the ball and win possession. A very good start in the early stages by the Monagea number 11, but she's been blown up for overcarrying on that occasion. And John Ryan, a chance for Ailbies to get the ball back up and try to use the strong breeze. Yeah, they'll need to get scores on the board with the breeze as well. And as we said earlier, getting that ball in front of their full forward line. And with the breeze, they wouldn't want to be playing too far out the Ailbies forwards, because they need to get, you can see the distance between any of the forwards now. They're going out looking for the ball, and when Monagea get it, they move the ball quickly up the field. Larry O'Connor now losing possession here, and Ailbies have it. It's Mairead Kavanagh now in possession. Looks for her captain Emer Ryan. It's a good interception from Deborah Murphy though, and Murphy will try and launch another attack. She's been fouled. There's going to be a brief stoppage in play, but Matt, early thoughts on this game after just over 5 minutes?
Yeah, it needs a response, but talking about the wind and the wind factor, I don't think it's as big a factor as it was, because I think it has abated somewhat. But there are two of the Limerick Senior Camogie team out there, Karen O'Leary and Deborah Murphy, and the type of energy that they bring to the Camogie side, they're certainly bringing it around the middle and wanting to get on the ball for Monagea, and as you know, we need to see Ailbies pressing forward at this stage, because whatever wind there is, and it's still considerable, that they have to take advantage of it in the first half. Possession with Ailbies at the moment. It's Joanne Maguire leaves the ball off. Long ball played inside by Ciara Ryan, and looking for Ailbies number 15. That's Ingrid Laffin. Mairead Kavanagh gets out to her before it, and she's under pressure from Larry O'Connor, and Kavanagh though on the run plays the hand pass. It's going to be intercepted though by Monagea by the looks of things from our vantage point, and it's going to be a Monagea free. Yeah, in fairness to Monagea, their defence is very, very good. They're getting back in numbers, they know how to tackle, and they've been foul coming out with the ball. The foul count has gone up for Ailbies, but they have it running back now again, and they're walking it back in, and they need to get into the scoring area straight away. It's number 9 for Aideen McNamara in possession for Ailbies. Good defending from Deborah Murphy though.
Ball comes back inside. It's Emer Ryan with possession. The only scorer for Ailbies so far. It's Monagea leading. It's a good run here again from Aideen McNamara. Chance of a score. Oxford hand pass. It's gone all the way into the back of the net. Won't be a goal though, of course. Can't score directly from a hand pass, but good run from Aideen McNamara.
Yeah, good run from Aideen. We flagged about the importance of Mairead Kavanagh in the Ailbies team, but she hasn't got any type of service yet, the type of service that will make her most effective. Both balls that she has gotten, she has got two. She has gone foraging right out to the inline for him and right out to the corner flag practically for him. Like if we're to see Mairead Kavanagh do what Mairead Kavanagh can do, we need to have her in front of the goal.
That is another fantastically worked score from St.Ailbes. Paula Donnelly finishing off a fantastic move. Niamh Ryan intercepted the ball in midfield, kept on with her run a couple of hand passes later, and it's another score for Paula Donnelly. That puts Monagea's lead back to a point. Excellent score.
Yeah, excellent score the way they walk the ball up the field. Their work rate in their forward line is excellent, Ailbies, and you can see that the Monagea half back, Laurie O'Connor is back marking, seems to be marking Mairead Kavanagh. She's Mairead Kavanagh shouldn't be going out to the wing to pick up ball. She should be staying in front of goal, the danger area, and if she's in there, she can cause problems.
Karen O'Leary's delivery now from Monagea and the attack, finding Katrina Davis. Big danger players we've mentioned already in commentary. Davis leaves the ball off and it's Ella Whelan in possession, wearing number 4 but playing corner forward by the looks of things here in the early stages. Whelan now back to Bridget Cahill. Cahill now assessing her options. She keeps possession under pressure from a couple of Ailbies defenders, namely Maeve McNamara on that occasion. Ball goes off to Whelan, dangerous ball across, hits the post and goes wide. Chance for Monagea to add to the goal they've scored already, but ultimately hits the post and goes wide.
Yeah, I suppose in a way it's a bit of a let off there for Monagea, or for St.Ailbes, that Monagea didn't get at least a point. But again, it shows the value of Bridget Cahill, how strong she's on the ball, and she was able to hold it up there despite being surrounded until the support came. And but getting back to what John was saying about the St.Ailbes forward line, like their work rate is excellent, but they have some exceptionally talented footballers in the six as well.
Big chance here for Ailbies, and it's Donnelly on the attack again. Already just scored a moment ago. Plays it back to Mairead Kavanagh. Shooting chance for Kavanagh to level this game. It's just tailed to the right and wide, and with the breeze that's there, John, it may have abated since the junior game. Ailbies have to be scoring them chances.
That breeze is a factor because it's a swirling wind. Look at the flags. It's a swirling wind, and when you're kicking from that distance, you need to be sure of it. But look, it's the wind. It was a big factor here. The one thing about Monagea, they're not panicking. They're getting on the ball. They're walking the ball. Their target inside is Katrina Davis, and they have their work rate is very, very good.
Yes, it's Monagea that lead. Just coming up to the 10-minute mark here in Bruff for this Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Senior Final between St.Ailbes and Monagea. Monagea leading a goal to 2 points, but it's a very tight game. It's Ailbies with the advantage of the breeze, but it's Monagea in possession with Lisa Hartnett. Plays the ball to Emma Hogan, but it's going to be a free for over carrying by Hogan. Good defensive play by Caroline Hickey on the Ailbies team, and it's taken quick, looking for Maeve Kavanagh. That's better from Ailbies, looking to find their target player inside in the full forward line as quickly as possible. Good run from Kavanagh. Hampus just a little bit behind, and it's a good block on that shot. The shot came from Aideen McNamara, and it's going to be a 45 to St.Ailbes.
Again, Mairead Kavanagh getting possession, but not in the right place. How far she had to come out to forage for it. They really need to try and get a system going, particularly while they have the breeze. And John says it's a swirling breeze, and it is a swirling breeze, and it's going more, as we outlined at the very beginning of the commentary of the junior game, is going more towards the dressing rooms than the actual complex. But they need, she's their go-to woman, and they need to get the ball. They need to get the proper ball to her.
It's quickly taken. It's gone backwards from Niamh Ryan's 45, but Aideen McNamara has it, and Ailbies will be looking to hold on to possession with Emer Ryan. 2 Monagea players challenging Sarah Ryan there, or Emer Ryan I should say. It's going to be a St.Ailbes free, and she decides to play it backwards to Niamh Ryan, and Ryan already shown she can come up from her centre back position and cause problems. Niamh Ryan on the run, still going, good turn from Ryan, but he just took a bit much out of the ball on that occasion. That's going to be a free out. A foul by Ingrid Laffin on that occasion, but Niamh Ryan already showing what danger she can possess.
Niamh Ryan is an excellent player. She carries the ball, she's a great head. Now she carried into contact that time and was dispossessed. But in fairness to Monagea, their game plan is they track back in numbers and they're defending and they're under pressure. If I was doing stats in this game, the amount of possession that Ailbies have at the moment, in this opening quarter, is a lot more than Monagea have. But they should be putting it on the scoreboard and they need to get scores on the board straight away.
There's going to be another chance for them to pop this one over the bar to level the game. Currently a goal to 2 points in favour of Monagea. Emer Ryan already has one free to her name in the opening stages of this game. We've just over 12 minutes played here in Bruff. As John Ryan already mentioned, very difficult to score anything with this breeze. It's going to drop short anyway. Deborah Murphy's there from Monagea's point of view, and Monagea come out with possession with Grace Lee. Lee now on the charge. Gets a foot of good pressure though from Ailbies, but a good ball out to the wing, out of danger by Grace Lee. As Karen O'Leary wins the sideline ball. Linesman Mark Murphy there deciding it's going to go in favour of Monagea. It's Karen O'Leary to take, she plays it short. And it's Deborah Murphy with possession for Monagea on this near side and running into space. He's got a couple of options, he decides to go across field. It's not the best of balls, but well intercepted. Well done by Ella Whelan to win possession for Monagea and in the end win the free from the Ailbies number 4. That's Kate Ryan. But Matt, Monagea are working the ball out of the defence and eventually then going for that crossfield ball, looking for Katrina Davis's run.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're defending very well. And John flagged it about 5 minutes ago how well they were defending, and we had a classic example of it there when Niamh Ryan ran absolutely into traffic. But what was alarming in that particular incident from an Ailbies point of view is that no Ailbies player presented themselves. She had very little options. But when they move out of defence, they're able to move it out at pace. And we mentioned about the two girls earlier and the energy that they bring and the running that they bring, Debbie Murphy and Karen O'Leary. I think after 15 minutes, Monagea will be very happy with the first 15 minutes. That they have their noses in front. They have the cushion of a goal, albeit from a penalty. But I think equally, St.Ailbes will be disappointed with the first 15 minutes.
It's another free chance for Katrina Davis. She missed the last one. John Ryan, one she should put over, you'd imagine, from here.
She's an excellent free taker, but the one thing is when Monagea run at Ailbies, they're causing them as well. And when they break out of defence, you can see the way they're walking the ball up the field at pace, and that's causing problems for the Ailbies defence at the moment.
Fine free. Katrina Davis makes up for the earlier slip with a fine free. Puts Monagea 1 goal and 1 point ahead of St.Ailbes 2 points. We're just coming up to the 15-minute mark here in Bruff. This Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Championship Senior Final between St.Ailbes and Monagea, brought to you on Sport in Limerick in association with Elm Court Service Station in Ballinity. St.Ailbes on the attack and it's Ingrid Laffin looking to win possession. Mairead Kavanagh decides to leave it for Laffin. Good pressure by Emma Hogan, but she's adjudged to have fouled Ingrid Laffin on that occasion. Emer Ryan maybe left to Emer Ryan. Instead Ingrid Laffin's going to take it herself, gives the ball back to Ryan. Just slow build up from Ailbies at the moment. Ball comes in field. That's a chance for Sinead McNamara now to try and create something. She's found the run of Joanne Maguire. Maguire then flicks the ball off. Shooting chance here for Ailbies. Gone to the left and wide. Poor enough effort, it has to be said. And it's again another chance goes a big one.
If you looked at the build up to that last kick there was no Ailbies player in front of goal inside. And with the wind, they were all pulled out here, and the work rate inside, the movement inside is not there at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with John. That's the second time that they have been in an attacking position in a short space of time, and little or no options.
Ailbies win the kick out on this occasion, but again, and we've already mentioned it several times in commentary, the swarming Monagea defence ensuring that Ailbies cough up possession. And it's Karen O'Leary on the run here for Monagea, and John Ryan mentioned it in commentary as well. They're moving that ball that bit quicker throughout the game so far. It's Grace Lee now down this left wing. Good challenge, it has to be said, by Aideen McNamara, but it's Lee comes up with possession again for Monagea. Grace Lee now has options to her left. The option on this occasion is Irene Delan. Delan now wearing number 19 with the shooting chance, just tails to the left. But again, it just highlights further how Monagea are fashioning these shooting chances.
Yeah, look, if she went another few yards with that, she could have tapped it over. She hit it too. I think she impulsively hit it and it just pulled to the left and wide. The one thing about Monagea, when they break, they're breaking at pace. pace, and they're causing major problems for Ailbies, especially in the half back line. So now they're back on the ball again, and they're working it across, and trying to get it into their target area, which is Katrina Davis.
Karen O'Leary on the run. Very impressive performance from O'Leary early on here. Shooting chance. She's going to be blown up for a free for charging though. And Ailbies with a little bit of a lucky escape from that. And they tried to work it quickly. And it's Caroline Hickey in possession. She's got a bit of room here. It hasn't been afforded much room in this game so far. The St.Ailbes number 8. Eventually closed down by Lisa Hartnett. And it's going to be a sideline ball here for St.Ailbes. It's taken quickly by Mairead Kavanagh. Looking for Paula Donnelly. Donnelly now 1 point to her name so far in the opening stages of this game. 17 minutes on the clock. Mairead Kavanagh for St.Ailbes now looking for space, looking for room, looking for options. Still in possession. Well marshalled, it has to be said, by the Monagea defence. The hand pass comes in, finds Maguire's run. Maguire now, Joanne Maguire loses the ball, but illegally, according to referee Kevin O'Brien. A chance for Emer Ryan to get a score for St.Ailbes.
Yeah, look, good work by Mairead Kavanagh. She held the ball. Now, there wasn't very much movement inside for her to find a player, which was a problem. Now, they have Emer has another free, Emer Ryan here, right in front of the goal. This should be a score. It's a difficult one with that breeze. She'll be probably kicking it off her right, and she just gets it in and gets it inside the upright. Good score for Ailbies. 1
point between the teams again. St.Ailbes 3 points and Monagea 1-1 after nearly 18 minutes of this Limerick Ladies Senior Football Championship final here in Bruff, brought to you on Sporting Limerick. Kick out by Aoife Corbett. It's going to be won, by the looks of things, by Joanne Maguire. Maguire has a bit of a scrap for possession on the ground, and away comes Bridget Cahill, and Cahill has won a free. And Matt, it's a bit stop start. There's a lot of frees being given. That's no fault of the referee. They are frees.
They are frees, but just picking up on what John said a while ago, like we have seen in the last couple of minutes, the actual contrast between the two teams, particularly in the attacking half, where we see the pace and the running of Monagea, whilst in contrast, St.Ailbes is not near that level, and certainly it's far more predictable, and there are less people making themselves available. It happened Niamh Ryan a while ago. It's after happening, as John said, Mairead Kavanagh a while ago. She had to literally hold up the ball and almost overplay it before somebody became available.
Yeah, that's definitely the case here, and you have to compliment Monagea the way they've set up here. They've defended, and when they break, they're doing everything right. They're defending back, and then when they break, they're breaking at pace, and it's causing problems. But the Ailbies inside forward line will have to be more. There has to be more movement in there. Now this is a bit far out, but Katrina Davis has put them over from all angles with Limerick. So this is a good kick, and it's dropping into the full forward line. Dangerous ball, but it's won inside by Ailbies, and they come away with it.
Indeed they do. Dangerous ball in, well marshalled by the Ailbies defence on this occasion. Niamh Ryan tries to come away with possession. It's going to be a free out indeed for Ailbies.
In fairness to Kevin O'Brien, he's up at the play. He's really doing a great job. He's the same on both sides, and there is a lot of frees, but they're justifiable.
Long ball in by Hazel Davern for St.Ailbes, but again it's Monagea that will come away with it. And it's Lisa Hartnett who hand passes off to Deborah Murphy, and now there's space for Ella Whelan to run into. Whelan now, it's already shown she's very fast with ball in hands. Mairead Kavanagh coming back with the challenge. It's another free for Monagea. It's probably, there's no question with the win that we have, it's going to be too far for Katrina Davis's radar. But Matt O'Callaghan, again, you both have said it many times already, Monagea when they win possession back in defence, they're working it very quickly, creating space. On this occasion it was Ella Whelan, and it's Ella Whelan that came up with the free.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is too far for Katrina Davis, even probably too far if she had the breeze star back. But it's an opportunity for them to kickstart another move right from a position of danger from just inside inside the St.Ailbes half. Now they are after starting working it back, but we just see not for long. That's a kick away.
Yeah, poor ball, looking for the run of Davis. Obviously Davis will go out to both flanks trying to win the ball, but no chance of winning that one. It'll be an Ailbies line ball. Played back to Niamh Ryan over on that far side here in Bruff. Couple of players going for it, but it's Ailbies now trying to gain possession. Ball's up, and it's going to be Paula Donnelly, who has been one of the forwards on the Ailbies team, who's seen a fair bit of ball. The ball's gone out over the end line though, or out over the sideline I should say, and it's going to be Ailbies line ball. Ball inside to Sinead McNamara. McNamara has the possession. Sinead McNamara hand passes it in. Chance here maybe for Ailbies. Shooting chance still on the run. Was Aideen McNamara. And it's going to be a free in for Ailbies.
Yeah, good work by Ailbies. They worked the ball well. I dispute the lines person over the other side, in fairness. Had that ball cross the line, but look, that's part of it, and that's part of the big days. But look, it's this is an opportunity for Emer right in front of goal, and she taps it in and taps it. Is that gone in or has it gone to the right? Or
the ref wasn't ready either way. No whistle was blown.
He's going to call it back. But look, as we said, if Ailbies can get the inside forward line moving, and there was 3 Monagea players inside with no Ailbies player on them, and they need to be making the runs both to left and right inside when there's a ball coming in like that.
No mistake from Emer Ryan on that occasion. Her third free of this afternoon's game. It levels the game up 1-1 to 4 points. All square. Katrina Davis penalty in the opening stages of the game, accounting for Monagea's goal, and it's going to be Aoife Corbett to take this kick out. Looking for options is Aoife. She decides to go high and long and into this breeze. Maybe not the best option, although it's a fantastic catch in midfield by Grace Lee, and that'll set up another Monagea attack with Ella Whelan in the attack. It's Ella Whelan's foul on that occasion. It's going to be a Monagea free. We're just hearing word here that Katie Healan, inter-county player with Limerick, about to come on, John.
Yeah, great player. She. The one thing I'd say that Paul Buckley will bring her on is to run at the Monagea backs, and that's going to cause them problems. But look, that's what they need. I think they need an injection here at this stage because time is moving on. It's Monagea are working very hard back, and it's causing major problems for Ailbies.
Katrina Davis with an attempted pass there, but it's well blocked by the Ailbies defence, and Ailbies tried to come away with it. And it's their number 15, Ingrid Laffin, who launches this one high. She was looking for Mairead Kavanagh's run, but it was never going near Mairead Kavanagh on that occasion.
The cohesion that St.Ailbes displayed in the semi-final is markedly absent today. Like they're after kicking a couple of balls away needlessly, and Katie Healan is coming on, and that is going to change the dynamic of the St.Ailbes team, because she's going to bring she's a bundle of energy, as John will know when she was playing with Limerick. Now there's some question mark, I think, probably about her fitness, and that's why she's not starting, and she was involved in Camogie and all that sort of thing. But she's a very, very important player to be coming in, and she announced her arrival in the semi-final by crashing the ball into the net within a minute of coming on, and she certainly will make a difference.
Indeed she will when she does come on. No sign of that change happening as of yet, though. And Ailbies come away with the ball again with Caroline Hickey. Hickey in possession, plays the hand pass off, and it's into the middle of the marauding Niamh Ryan. Now Ryan in space. She's got a couple of defenders now coming towards her, Lisa Hartnett being one of them, but it's into Emer Ryan now for Ailbies. There's a run on her right hand side from Maeve McNamara. Emer Ryan still in possession and tries the shot, wasn't really on to come to Kavanagh now. There's no shot on here. Good defending again, very diligent defence, as we've mentioned throughout the commentary of this first half. But Kavanagh now running forward. She's been blown up, maybe harshly on this occasion, but it's a free either way.
It's a free out. The one thing is there's very little happening in that full forward line inside when she gets the ball, the movement. I'm sure Paul will address it. I think he has kept Katie Healan in reserve to bring her off the bench to come in here with a bit of firepower, and hopefully that'll ignite something in for Ailbies. But it'll change, as Matt said a few minutes ago. It's going to change the dynamic of this game, and they have it now. They're trying to work it in. But if you look inside with the number of Monagea players that are back inside her, it's very, very difficult, very, very difficult for Ailbies to break that wall that they have created in front of that goal down our right hand side.
It's going to be a free here. Is it going to be a throw-in ball? Just waiting to see what Kevin O'Brien is. He has the ball in his hands. It looks to be going to throw up into the air for the teams to challenge with. There's 2 players down, a team from each side. Match 25, nearly 26 minutes gone. It's all square, but Monagea will be the happier of the 2 teams, surely.
Well, and John was saying how good they're defending there, but they're being helped in no small way by the way that St.Ailbes are approaching the game. And I cannot understand, because they've got the players. They've got a very good forward line, all 6 players, and they're crowding it in. And Mairead Kavanagh, then she'd no option but to overcarry that. because there was no option available to her. Simple as.
And the other part of it is as well, Mairead Kavanagh is playing too far out from goal. She's coming out to win ball and she's looking and foraging for ball. You know, her work rate is fantastic, we can't, but her place is dead straight in front of goal with options left and right of her. That's where she should be playing.
It's going to be Kavanagh and Grace Lee going in for this throw ball by referee Kevin O'Brien. And Kavanagh gets a hand to it and wins it, and it's a chance maybe for Ailbies to launch an attack. It was Ingrid Laffin that had possession, but it's Monagea to come away with it again. And Karen O'Leary has been accused, well not even accused, has been blown up for, has been charged, not even guilty as charged, charging, coming out of defence, hitting Emer Ryan. It's going to be a free in for St.Ailbes. It looks like now Karen O'Leary in that incident has hurt herself. And Matt, hopefully it's not a serious injury, but it should be a huge blow if it was.
A huge blow. She's made a very, very big contribution in the first half when their backs were to the wall against the breeze. And but I think she's going to be okay. It takes a bit more than that now, I think, to put Karen down. Oh no, she's up and raring to go.
Chance for Ailbies here. It's probably just a bit far for Emer Ryan, but it would. She has gone backwards at the end again. Referee Kevin O'Brien wasn't happy with that, but she looks like she's not going to go for the shot either way anyway. But it would have put Ailbies into a 1 point lead. She goes for the short option again. It's Caroline Hickey, and eventually it's going to be a shot from Maeve McNamara. It's a dangerous ball in. It's gone all the way into the back of the net. A fantastic strike from Maeve McNamara, and John Ryan came out of nowhere, but it was well struck, and it's a huge one for Ailbies. Puts them 3 points up just before half time.
Yeah, it's an injection that Ailbies needed, and you know, in fairness to her, she kicked it. I think she kicked it, put it over the bar, but it dipped as it was coming in straight into the back of the net, and now it's game on.
Game on indeed, and it's Grace Lee in possession for Monagea, and you just see already immediately that has given Ailbies a bit of a pep in their step. It's Mairead Kavanagh chasing Karen O'Leary on this occasion. Good run from O'Leary yet again. Finds the ball into Liz Carmody. Carmody with a hand pass off to Katrina Davis. Davis inside to Ella Whelan. Ella Whelan with a hand pass. She's got a player in space. That player is Irene Delan. It's not the greatest times. It comes to Bridget Cahill. Cahill well marshalled by the Ailbies defence. The full back line on that occasion. Ball comes back out. Chance for Katrina Davis. Well again defended. Davis off balance, tries this one. It doesn't go far. It goes high into the air, and Ailbies will come away with it. And it's Maeve McNamara, their goal scorer, with it. Plays the ball to Aideen McNamara.
Yeah, we've said there a few minutes ago about the way Monagea, but you have to take our hats off to Ailbies, the way they defended that ball. You know, they got numbers back quick, and their work rate now is that goal is after giving them a massive lifeline, and they're really driving up the field with the ball. Every ball that gets into them, they're working very, very hard.
Yeah, I agree with John. Like they've got inspiration from it now. There was an element of duty about the goal, but you know that's what finals are all about. But now we've got to see what type of response we're going to get from Monagea. They have fallen 3 points behind. Like they seem to be sailing up to half time comfortably on level terms. Now there's a 3 points difference in it. Can they close it before half time? What response will we see? It'll be very interesting. That probably that attack there was probably the best defensive effort we've seen, as John said, from St.Ailbes, and you know, a goal lifts all boats nearly.
And we've been saying there a few minutes ago about the way the Monagea is up. But in fairness to Ailbies, they got back, they defended in numbers, their work rate was excellent. Even Mairead Kavanagh, I know she should be inside in front of goal, but her work rate out the field as well is excellent. But I would be saying to Paul Butler to keep her inside near goal, because that's where she's most dangerous.
It's Monagea with possession with Deborah Murphy here now as we head into the first minute of added time. Half time is approaching us. Looked to be a throw ball there, but referee Kevin O'Brien says it was fine. It's Bridget Cahill on the run. Been met by Sinead McNamara, but Cahill gets away with this one. One of Monagea's most influential players in attack leaves the ball off to Katrina Davis and Ella Whelan. That trio really has been Monagea's danger in attack in this first half. Davis on the run now. Very difficult player to stop in full flow. She still has possession of it. Katrina Davis done brilliantly to win that ball again. Chance for Karen O'Leary now. Shooting chance, well blocked by the Ailbies defender. It was Maeve McNamara. In fact, it wasn't Maeve McNamara, but it's a good defending again from Ailbies.
Yeah, and you know something, when Katrina Davis got the ball there, she was going to power away through, but they stood up strong. They stopped the run. And in fairness to Ailbies, they've really that goal, and now they're really starting to come into the game more. And you know, like Monagea, as Matt said, it'll be interesting now to see the way that Monagea react to this.
Yeah, they've lifted their game all over the place because, like, when ball went in there in the first 15 minutes, they seemed to be all over the shop, and there was some desperate defending at that stage, some poor defending and desperation defending. But now there seems to be more cohesion, and there seems to be a strategy, and there seems to be a plan back there.
It's Deborah Murphy now trying to get into the scoring zone here for Monagea. Good run from Murphy. The hand pass isn't the best though. Great interception by Ciara Ryan, and Ailbies will try and launch an attack with Emer Ryan as we hit the closing stages. We're just a minute and a half into added time in this first half, and Ailbies are on the run here. It's Sinead McNamara with possession again, gives the ball off, and away comes Aideen McNamara. The ball is looking, eventually comes into Mairead Kavanagh. She's been well marked and well marshalled by Laurie O'Connor. It's going to be a free. More good play from Ailbies. They've really settled down. That goal, as the lads have mentioned in co-commentary, really settled them, and a chance to take a 4-point lead going into the second half.
Yeah, look, Mairead Kavanagh got a great ball there and got inside. And when they had a player back in front of her again, but when she gets it, she's an excellent player. She's one of the best forwards in the county at the moment. And when she gets it into her hand and gets inside the fullback, there's one place on her mind, and that's for goal. And she's causing major problems in the last few minutes inside. Her work rate, if you were doing stats on her, the amount of time she's got on the ball, whether it's out here or whether it's in front of goal, is excellent. And she's really causing Monagea major problems in the inside line.
Yeah, chance now for Emer Ryan taking this one. No trouble whatsoever to the St.Ailbes number 10 and captain Emer Ryan. 1-5 to 1-1 in favour of St.Ailbes here. We're coming up to the finishing in the third minute of this first half. Third minute of added time, I should say, in this first half. Tifa Corbett about to kick that one out for Monagea. It's not the best of balls. Emer Ryan has won a goal chance, maybe. Brilliant interception initially by Liz Carmody, but Mairead Kavanagh is there, and again it's Carmody who has the vital touch from a defensive point of view for Monagea. But just to finish on that, geez, there was a sniff of another chance there.
Monagea were living on their nerves there because that interception. I was just looking at the kick-outs there. One thing about Ailbies, for the Monagea kick-outs, they're pressing up, they're getting players up the field, they're giving the Monagea goalkeeper Aoife Corbett no option, and that's in fairness, both sides now are starting to come to terms. I think there was nerves on both sides, Matt, as well there a few minutes ago, and you can see that. But both sides, and this is going to be making for some second half. Both sides will go at it hammer and tongs, and it's going to be some second half.
I agree. It's going to be a mammoth second half, and John is right there about the kick out, but early in the game they weren't, and that's why Monagea were able to build from the back so freely. But now that they have pressed up on it, they're as John said, Aoife Corbett has little or no options, and that was a classical example of it there. She got the ball now. I think what really caught Ailbies was on that occasion, what they weren't really expecting it, that would fall so easy for them, because for a second there, a goal chance open to Mairead Kavanagh there, but a defender just got their hand to it to get it away, and in the context of the game it might be the most important interception this afternoon.
If that ball had gone to Mairead Kavanagh inside, she just, whatever the way she turned on it, the ball just broke away from her, but if she got that, she was gone in, and it was when she gets inside the full back line, there's only one place it's going to go, and that's into the back of the net.
Half time here in Bruff in the Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Senior Championship final between St.Ailbes. It's St.Ailbes and Monagea. It's Ailbies leading Monagea by 1-5 to 1-1. Join us shortly for the second half. Welcome back to Bruff for the second half of this Ladies Gaelic Football Championship, Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Championship senior final between St.Ailbes and Monagea. It's Ailbies that hold a 4-point lead as we come into this second half. I'm joined in commentary by former Limerick manager John Ryan and Matt O'Callaghan of the Weekly Observer Vale Star. Lads, we mentioned it there towards the end of the first half. A lot of work for Monagea to do in the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a tough one out for them, you know. But still, their work rate is good. You know, it's going to be interesting the way both teams will set up here in the second half. And I'm sure at half time, you know, both management teams said their work rate has to improve and get that ball into the scoring areas. That's going to be the main thing.
I know it's cliched, John, but you know, the first 10 minutes are going to be vital. If they can make inroads into that lead, if they can't, then you know they certainly will be up against it. As John said, it's going to be interesting to see how they set out. Can the Ailbies pick up where they left off before half time? Big question.
Indeed it is. Referee Kevin O'Brien just almost ready to get things underway, waiting for one of his umpires to get down, or waiting for both umpires to get down to the far end, the scoreboard end here in Bruff. Of course, our coverage on Sporting Limerick of the junior final earlier, which saw victory for Father Casey's over there, and this senior final between St.Ailbes and Monagea, brought to you in association with Elm Court Service Station in Ballinity. As Kevin O'Brien gets us back underway in the second half, it's Monagea playing from left to right in the second half, and it's Ailbies in early possession here. Well won though in midfield by Grace Lee on the Monagea side, and Karen O'Leary has possession for Monagea, looking to get back into this game very quickly, will they? It's Bridget Cal. O'Leary with time and space, maybe a goal chance here, plays the ball off into Katrina Davis. Goal chance here for Monagea. Davis is well blocked, still manages to get the ball into the net, and what a start here for Monagea.
Yeah, got the ball in. She could have overtook the steps, but still she has a great head. You know, she's been around a long time, played it, and walked and got into the back of net. Great goal for Katrina Davis.
Cannot underestimate or understate the contribution of Karen O'Leary. She started the move, she was involved in it again, and you know, it was a sweeping move, and it was the type of move that John spoke so often about in the first half, attacking with pace and attacking right down the middle.
Yeah, the one thing there was one of the backs slipped, and when that happens, you know, it opens it up and opened up in front of them. They got the ball, and again they got the ball to the right person inside to get the score.
Second goal of the game for Katrina Davis, and she's another chance now, or a chance straight away I should say, to level this game. Ailbies held a 4-point advantage at the beginning of the second half, and within 2 minutes could be wiped out. It's Davis now on the 21 metre line with the free. Looks to be good from our angle here, and now all square with 1:25 gone in the second half. That 4-point lead for Ailbies has been completely evaporated.
Yeah, look, that was a fantastic free. You know, it was a cross. It was, you know, she had a lot to do to get that over, and a fantastic free. She's a fantastic free taker.
Kick out now by Brianna Donnelly. Straight out to Joanne Maguire on the Ailbies. Joanne Maguire wearing number 11 but playing in defence all game. And it's now Ailbies captain Emer Ryan. Good run from Ryan. Plays the ball down to Paula Donnelly on this left hand side. That's going to be a sideline ball, and it's going to be in favour of St.Ailbes. It's taken quickly by Donnelly, looking for Sinead McNamara. McNamara does well to keep the ball in play. Plays the ball to Maria Cavan. Cavan under pressure from Laurie O'Connor, which has been the same as it's been all the way through the game. It's one Monagea to come away with the ball, and it's Emma Hogan, their centre back, takes possession, played up the line here between Niamh Ryan and Liz Carmody. Neither player able to win this one. Last touch off a St.Ailbes player, much to the chagrin of the Ailbes sideline and Niamh Ryan, but either way it's Ella Whelan now in possession. I think that was an
Ailbies line ball, but look, these are the breaks you get. I think the lines person down under us got it wrong, but look, that's what happens, and you know, they're here at Monagea and they attack again, and they're really coming out. They're working so hard, and here's Davis on the ball again, and she's trying to walk this one in.
Dangerous when Davis gets the ball. It's got advantage here for Monagea. Shooting chance for Karen O'Leary. May have played the advantage at this stage. Ella Whelan into a couple of Ailbies defenders. Back to Katrina Davis. Left footed shot for Davis. Dangerous ball. Well dealt with by Brianna Donnelly in the Ailbies goal. Still has possession. Donnelly eventually gets the ball away, and Ailbies now will try and work it out of defence. The ball is played by Maeve McNamara down as far as Ingrid Laffin, and away come Ailbies with Hazel Davern. Ball's played low, and it's another attacking chance. It's a good run here straight away from Sinead McNamara. McNamara with space, looking for options inside. She has one. It's Aileen McNamara. The ball didn't go initially to hand. Still should be a chance. The hand pass doesn't go to hand though. Doesn't go to an Ailbies hand. And again, excellent defending from Laurie O'Connor, who's done a brilliant job on Mairead Kavanagh so far in this game. And Liz Carmody now, as Monagea tried to set up another attack. It's Bridget Cahill, the captain of this Monagea side, in possession. She gets past one. She's looking to get past Emer Ryan as well. Niamh Ryan with the foul. And it's going to be a free to St.Ailbes.
Yeah, look, the one thing about Monagea here is they're powerful runs, and when they're carrying the ball, even when they carry the ball into contact, they're breaking the tackle and moving it through. Katie Heelan, I think, is going to come in. Katie Heelan just coming in there now, so she's going to add a bit of firepower on this wing here. I'm sure her instructions will be win it, take them on, and get the ball inside to Mairead Kavanagh.
It's Ciara Ryan that departs the St.Ailbes team for Katie Heelan. And Monagea now with Karen O'Leary in possession, just taking it over to 65. It's not the best of passes, a bit of a lucky break there for Grace Lee and Monagea, but Lee still manages to hold on to possession somehow there. Great play from the Limerick Junior Camogie captain and midfielder on this Monagea team. Rachel Carmody now plays the ball to Deborah Murphy. It's Karen O'Leary having a big influence again in this second half. Emma Hogan out. Good pressure from Ailbies, it has to be said here. But Monagea managing to hold on possession, not panicking, playing through the lines with the hand passes. And away they come with Laurie O'Connor. Now into Karen O'Leary. O'Leary to Murphy. Back to O'Leary again. Karen O'Leary on the run. She's been blown up for charging. Not for the first time, it has to be said. Patient defending from Ailbies.
Yeah, the referee is consistent. You know, the few times both sides are at it, they're carrying the ball and they're charging with it. So look, he's been fair on both sides, and he got it right on that occasion.
Yeah, it would look, I suppose, judging on the evidence of the first minutes of this half, that the half-time whistle came too soon for St.Ailbes, because they were well on top, but they haven't picked it up, and that's what we were wondering at half-time, could they? And the answer so far is no.
Further example of that there was that shot from Maeve McNamara, of course, with that St.Ailbes goal in the first half. That one though didn't really trouble anyone in the Ailbies or the Monagea defence, and it went harmlessly wide as Aoife Corbett takes this kick out. It's long, but Niamh Ryan is waiting. Read that very well, did Niamh Ryan. The Ailbies centre back, and she comes forward with possession into Emer Ryan, and it's played up the field again. Niamh Ryan in possession once more, and she's so dangerous travelling with that ball up from defence. Shooting chance for Niamh Ryan. It's gone high, it's going to drop short, there's no question, but still dangerous ball bouncing around. It's Monagea to come out with it though, and it's played out of defence. Good defending once again from Monagea. It's going to be Liz Carmody in possession eventually, and away comes number 25 on the Monagea time. That's Laura Walsh, but they've lost possession quickly here. Mairead Kavanagh, that's going to be dangerous. Katie Heelan back inside to Kavanagh. Goal chance maybe in on the offing here. It eventually comes to Emer. Goal chance, and in it goes for Ailbies. A mistake in the Monagea defence. Mairead Kavanagh comes up with the turnover. Ball's worked inside, and Emer Ryan finishes.
Yeah, look, it just shows you patience, and they definitely had it. They worked so hard, turned it over, got it inside, and then Emer Ryan crashed it into the back of the net. What a fantastic goal.
What a contribution by Katie Heelan, because two defenders, she prevented them from clearing it, and eventually the ball broke, and Mairead Kavanagh got the turnover for Emer Ryan to finish it to the net. An absolutely excellent goal, and we were talking all the time about the impact that she can make, that Katie Heelan can make. She can play the same type of game that Karen O'Leary is playing for Monagea, this high energy effort, and that was a classical example of it. Two defenders had it within their gift to clear it, and she harried both of them into making the mistake.
Yeah, look, she's an excellent player. You know, it was probably a plan. They've turned it over again here now, Ailbies, and they'll try and get it. And look at Katie Heelan run off the shoulder here on the right hand side, and you know she's her work rate is huge. Into Mairead Kavanagh, can she get a score here? Yes, a goal.
Can she? What a stunning goal from Mairead Kavanagh. Her influence and danger has been mentioned throughout commentary. Excellent work again in the turnover from Ailbies, and a fantastic finish.
She passed it into the net, and that's what she does. She's a great forward, and when she gets it inside, there was no stopping her. Fantastic goal.
6-point lead all of a sudden for St.Ailbes. They lead 3-5 to 2-2, and Matt O'Callaghan, you know, Monagea needs something. They need something fast here, even though there's only just over 8 minutes gone in the second half.
Yeah, they need a response now, because certainly you have to credit St.Ailbes, because they were really hit with a thunderbolt immediately after half time. Like their 4 points cushion at half time was wiped out within 90 seconds with a goal and a point from Katrina Davis, and now they have steadied the ship and they have got back. But certainly the introduction of Katie Heelan has made a difference, and I suppose the first opportunity that Mairead Kavanagh got, that we have been talking about all day, she's put it away.
Yeah, the one thing about it as well is, like, when their work rate inside, especially they've changed it. Whatever we're talking to them at half time by the management, they've definitely turned it around. And like when they came out, they were hit with a sucker punch with a goal and a point, and they've come back and they've fought so hard. And I think the introduction of Katie Heelan is a major factor in that.
Free chance though, as Deborah Murphy was fouled for Monagea. It's going to be Katrina Davis. Well within her compasses. This one should only be a bit of a chip, and that's all it is. 10 minutes gone nearly now in the second half. It's St.Ailbes leading 5-2-3. It's a good response from Monagea, it has to be said, immediately. Going up the other end, a concession of 2 goals in the space of a minute. Important that they went up and got that.
Yeah, definitely. They need to keep the scoreboard ticking. And the Ailbies have won this back, but that ball could have went anywhere. But look, you can see that they're working very hard. The Ailbies are coming back in numbers. Niamh Ryan is absolutely conducting the orchestra back there. She's winning, breaking ball. She's walking out with it. Her work rate, and Caroline Hickey as well at midfield, work rate absolutely superb.
It's Hickey in possession now here for St.Ailbes. On the attack, looking, ships a couple of challenges. It's another charge down. As we've already mentioned in commentary, Kevin O'Brien's been very consistent.
John mentioned 2 players there, Niamh Ryan and Caroline Hickey. Huge parts to play over the next 20 minutes. They're 2 of the most experienced and high-profile players in the team. Others will be looking up to them. They are steadying the ship. They have been quite solid throughout, but now is a crucial 20 minutes.
Indeed it is. It's Deborah Murphy in possession again for Monagea. Inside the St.Ailbes half, plays the ball out to the right hand side, and it's Rachel Carmody inside to Karen O'Leary. O'Leary looking for a runner. In that runner she has Bridget Cahill. It's a good run from Cahill. Has to be a foul. No, says the referee. Cahill loses possession, and Ailbies will come away with possession with the ball. Maeve McNamara that's back there, that's his one a free.
I think the referee got the call right. I think the referee was spot on. There wasn't a foul, there was contact, but the contact was made by Bridget Cahill, and she was going to make a trademark run. She was coming from deep, and she almost got through, and had she got through, it could be difficulty for Ailbies.
Very much so. Good run from Cahill, but done again for charging. It has to be said, Kevin O'Brien has had a remarkably consistent game throughout the opening 41 minutes here. Just over 11 minutes played of the second half. It's going to be a free for Emer Ryan and Ailbies. Plays it long, looking for Paula Donnelly. Donnelly's done well with possession throughout this game. Chance now inside from Mairead Kavanagh. Is there a sniff of a goal here? She decides to hand pass it over the bar. Excellent score from the St.Ailbes number 14. Took the correct option. Why go for a goal when you're certain of a point?
Yeah, look, she took it, she used her head, she got inside and she just tapped it with it, fisted it over the bar. Anytime the ball breaks up now, we can see that, that Ailbies are causing major problems for the Monagea backline, and that's coming from the likes of Mairead Kavanagh, and I think she's staying near her goal now, which is her stronger position.
She's staying where she's most dangerous, and in this second half they've got the ball to her a couple of times, and you've seen the result. She's got a goal and a point.
Karen O'Leary, another trademark run from O'Leary, gets the pass away. Shooting chance. It's gone over the bar from Ingrid Laffin, Irene Delan, with that chance for Monagea. It's a gilt-edged chance, popped it over the bar, brings the lead back to 5 points, and Ailbies lead. But John, goal scoring chance, and you have to be taking them on county final day.
Yeah, that should be spinning around in the back of the net. But look, that's she got her score. I think if she kept it down, she kind of half panicked and kicked it. But the big thing is that the one thing about Monagea, they're keeping the scoreboard ticking, and that's a major part.
5 points between the teams now, 3-6 to 2-4 in favour of St.Ailbes here. It's going to be a sideline ball that Katrina Davis is going to take for Monagea. Of course, this Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Senior Championship Final here in Bruff, brought to you in association with Elm Court Service Station in Ballinety. As Katrina Davis has planted this one on the ground, she's going to give it a shot. It's It's a very difficult angle, but if there's one player in the field who could put it over, it is certainly Katrina Davis. It's a good strike from Davis, but not enough to challenge the umpires or to give them a bit of work. It's well picked up again by Niamh Ryan, really having a more growing influence as this game goes on, as already mentioned. Ball downfield by Sinead McNamara. Paula Donnelly, and every time Donnelly's gone on the ball, she's been very economic with possession. Plays this one inside to Katie Heelan. Good run from Heelan. She has Ingrid Laffin on her outside. Back inside to Katie Heelan. Heelan on the run. Back to Laffin. Laffin now not quite through in goal. Finds Heelan. Hand pass inside. Just didn't come off. Maybe forcing it a little bit. And that's going to be a free out to Monagea. And they'll want to play this one quickly. It's Deborah Murphy in plenty of space here for Monagea. And with possession of the ball, it's Mairead Kavanagh that's chasing her. Kavanagh's possession did enough because it forced the pass, and Maeve McNamara brilliantly dispossessed Karen O'Leary, who was waiting for the ball. And away come Ailbies and Niamh Ryan. Mairead Kavanagh with possession. That's a foul by Karen O'Leary on Kavanagh. And Niamh Ryan takes this one quickly, and it's no surprise. In possession now is Katie Heelan. We've mentioned Niamh Ryan's growing influence in this game. No question of Katie Heelan's too, but that's another hand pass that has gone astray. And Liz Carmody for Monagea is away they come. And it's Bridget Cahill again, chased down by Ingrid Laffin, but Cahill gets away. Looking for the run, plays it inside, it's just that bit far away from the runner. And it's been kept in play, in fact, by Brianna Donnelly. That's a fairly big hit on Donnelly on that occasion. The hand comes up from Irene Delan. She knew she'd overstepped the mark with that one, and Kevin O'Brien, either way, despite the apology and despite the admission, maybe a card here anyway.
Yeah, it looks like a card, I'd say. Yeah. And in fairness, I don't think Kevin will have any choice here, but to use a card, and I think she knows it. I think she's REC.
Seems only to be a ticking for the number 19, the Monagea side, Matt.
I think he was slightly benevolent on that occasion. I think there certainly was bookwork called for on that, but
it must be mentioned as well the spirit in which this game has been played and well refereed, as we've mentioned several times.
Yeah, 100%. I think Kevin has done a great job, but the spirit's been played in, and you have players here that would have trained with Limerick and would have played with Limerick, and it's good. It's good and physical, and it's up and close and personal, and that's, look, you can't ask more for a county senior final. I think it's a good spectacle.
Yeah, it's a very, very good game, and sometimes we hone in on the referee when he's having a bad game, but very often when you have a good game, the referee plays a major part in it, and I think he has really bought into what these two sides are about. That they want to play football, they want to have a competitive game, and he's just bought into it. I think he's done very well.
Indeed he has, and his way come Ailbies again with Sarah Ryan. Long high ball in, looking for Kavanagh. It's Kavanagh that has possession. Chance even here from this far out for a goal. She's through under pressure. Kavanagh with the chance. Good goalkeeper from Aoife Corbett. Just lost possession of it maybe at the end, but a gilt-edged chance for Ailbies.
Yeah, the ball broke away from Mairead Kavanagh, and if it stayed with her and she held it, it was gone into the back of the net. But great work rate by Kavanagh. She had to do when she got it, and the ball just unlucky to break away from her. And great, but at the same time, a great stop by Aoife Corbett.
Yeah, there's great credit due to Aoife Corbett there, because she really spread herself and reduced the options for Maeve Kavanagh, though she did get a poke at it at the very end, but I think Monagea were probably a little lucky to keep it out.
It's going to be a free for Ailbies now. Niamh Ryan takes it as quickly as she could inside Ingrid Laffin. We're number 15 in this Ailbies team. Plays that ball outside. It's still in possession. It's Paula Donnelly now with it. Out to Kavanagh. Kavanagh with a shooting chance. She's done brilliantly to come back. Great stop though on the line from Aoife Corbett. Just about holding up in the wind. A very difficult ball for a goalkeeper to deal with. And once again Aoife Corbett showing how talented she is between the sticks as Bridget Cahill comes away. She's certainly fouled on this occasion by Maeve McNamara. In fact, that was Joanne Maguire with the foul, but ball comes in. Big, high, long ball. Brilliantly fielded by Katrina Davis. And that's certainly another foul.
Yeah, I think the referee is going to have to do something, because there is cynical fouling creeping into both sides here, and I think Kevin, I see he's ticking there as well, but that was high enough there on Katrina Davis.
Yeah, St.Ailbes leading 3-6 to 2-4, 5-point lead at the moment, with what just coming up to 18 minutes played here in the second half in Bruff. Katrina Davis, another chance to reduce that Ailbies advantage. It's one within her compass, but on a day of swirling wind like this, it's going to be a very difficult one, Matt.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one, but she is a very, very good dead ball kicker, and if she can get the distance she really didn't get hold of it. Actually, he could have broken anywhere dangerously in there for Ailbies, but Hazel Davern seems to have claimed it, and she's taken a knock on the way out. And there's a Monagea player down as well. I think it was an accidental clash, actually. Referee has blown it up.
Kevin O'Brien has gone in to check with his umpires just on the status of what actually happened there. And there's certainly a couple of players down. Maybe
I think it was a breaking ball, and both players went for it full on, and basically they both collided. So he's having a chat with the umpires now. Probably what's the was there a bit of pulling in before the ball came in? I think that's what he's checking. But it seems players are okay. They seem to have been worked on there by Lee Mulcahy, the physio. So I'd say everything is okay.
Yeah, just waiting to see what the decision will be. The book is out. The book is out from Kevin O'Brien. So I'm not sure, just as of yet, what he's checking and what his decision is going to be. We didn't have the best of angles for it here. It didn't look to be too serious. Seems to be having a word with Bridget Cahill, or whether Bridget Cahill's having a word with him. Maybe a more accurate description of what's going on at the moment. So we await the referee's decision. Seemed that Hazel Davern had possession of the ball, and then there was a collision. Not sure which way this is going to go. There's still players down injured, and Kevin O'Brien, certainly an experienced referee, he's not going to lose his head with anything here. He wouldn't expect.
He went and spoke to his umpires, has come back out, let everything settle down, and then he's going to have a chat with one of the players.
Yeah, Hazel seemed to be in clear possession and trying to get her way out, and it must I think have been an accidental collision, unless the referee or the umpires saw something. Katrina Davis seems to be appealing there for, I don't know. Hazel Davern is still down. She seems to have come out the worst of the two on this. Referee is still standing over it. It looks as if he's waiting to speak with Hazel Davern.
Yeah, James Kelly, one of the Monagea mentors, is out discussing the situation with referee Kevin O'Brien. Everyone else is up. You just have to assume that there's something coming against Hazel Davern here, judging by that he hasn't talked to anyone else.
He did go for the book when he walked away from the umpires. Now he's standing waiting to see what's the outcome of this. So, he has the book out, so he's going to speak to her. I think he is.
Yeah, it seems to be there's going to be a card here for Hazel Davern. The referee pointing down the field, maybe to some indiscretions in the first half. Yeah. In fact, it seems to be red, judging by. No, it's a yellow card. 10 minutes in the sin bin.
20 minutes, just
21 minutes
gone. 21 minutes gone here, and it's a penalty.
Yeah, it's the second penalty of the game for Katrina Davis. I'm not sure what this decision was, but to be fair,
he did consult with his umpires. So look, they're closer than we are, and this is another chance for Katrina Davis. This is really going to come down to the wire if this is scored.
Huge moment in this Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Senior Championship final. A penalty for Monagea, the second of the game for them. They got one in the opening stages. Katrina Davis looking for her third goal. No mistake from Davis. Third goal for Monagea. And it's 2 points between the teams all of a sudden.
Well, about 8 minutes of normal time left here now, so it's really going to, how they set up, how that extra player is going to work as well for Monagea, and how the management place that extra player. Now they're after winning this kick out again, so the pressure, and they're keeping the pressure on Ailbies.
Yeah, and it's Bridget Cahill on the run here, and she's shown already so many times throughout this game how dangerous she is on that. Comes to Katrina Davis, a long, high, lofted one. Excellent score from Katrina Davis, and that puts one between the teams again. And we've mentioned it several times in commentary throughout the game. Katrina Davis is a seriously dangerous player.
Yeah, and the one thing, everything, today, you need a free taker, you need a go-to player, and she's been excellent up there today. Anything that's got in, she's dealt with it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have Mairead Kavanagh at one side, you have Katrina Davis at the other. She has 2-2 to her name now already, or is it 2-3? She's 2 penalties anyway, and I think she has 3 points. She had a huge influence in the final last year in dislodging Ballylanders, and she's having much the same today, and so has Bridget Cahill. Bridget Cahill has thundered into the game in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Only 1 point between the teams. 22, nearly 23 minutes gone here in Bruff in this Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Senior Final between St.Ailbes and Monagea. It's Ailbes that lead by that solitary point, 3-6, 2-3-5 in this game, brought to you live and exclusively on Sporting Limerick in association with Elm Court Service Station in Ballinety. It's going to be a sideline ball here for St.Ailbes, taken by Niamh Ryan, inside to Emer Ryan, and Emer Ryan on the run. And you're just going to have to imagine now, minus that player, that St.Ailbes are going to have to hold on to the ball a lot more.
They are, and they need to get that ball up the field. They need to get a score. There's 1 point in this, with about 7 little, normal time, about 7 minutes. So, they need a score now straight away, and they need to settle.
Aimless kind of ball though, sent forward by Emer Ryan on that occasion. Easily mopped up by the Monagea defence. And Monagea full back, Marie Lennon. It's Emma Hogan in possession now, and she gives the ball away. It's gone to Rachel Carmody, but it's kind of wasteful from Monagea there, and they've coughed up possession. Long ball in, there's a chance here. It's Paula Donnelly in possession. Donnelly loses possession though, legally according to the referee, and it's going to be a free out to Monagea.
That was a chance. That was definitely a chance there for St.Ailbes. They should have got a score out of that one. But look, breaks win matches, and they really, Monagea stuck to their guns, and it was a great retrieve from Monagea.
It was, and the extra player counted actually there, because the extra player was back. But as John said, it was an opportunity certainly for St.Ailbes to at least get a point and to raise what is now a siege at the moment.
Yeah, it's Ailbies on the attack again here. Referee Kevin O'Brien has blown this one up. It's going to be a throw-in ball. Just by his signalling at the moment, definitely will be. And you'd imagine it's going to be Grace Lee and Maria Kavanagh going in for this. It's imperative now for Ailbies. Down a player, they need to get a couple of scores.
The other thing as well, they need to keep the ball up this side of the field now. And in fairness to Monagea, they're working so hard back there, and they're trying to work the ball out. But and they've turned it over St.Ailbes, and they're trying to work it in through Caroline Hickey.
Hickey in possession now, fouled by Karen O'Leary, and they'll slow this one down. Ailbies, you'd imagine, it's going to be a free, and it's going to be Emer Ryan taking this, but she's going to be in no hurry. Although she's gone up at a nice old pace to take this from her vantage point in defence. Slowing down now, but a scoreable one, John.
Yeah, look, it is, but at the same time, this is a pressure kick for Emer, and she's good under pressure, so she's going to try and get this over and slot it over, and that's gone in and gone over the bar. Fine
strike from Emer Ryan, very important score, puts Ailbies 2 points up again, Matt.
Yeah, very, very important score, because the clock is beginning to be against Monagea. I think we're about 55 minutes, is it? And 5 minutes to go. It lets St.Ailbes almost in the position of having to get a goal nearly at this point, unless they get a point very quickly and narrow it and then be chasing it. But certainly it was a very, very important point for St.Ailbes.
It's Karen O'Leary now with the ball from Monagea again to Bridget Cahill. It's been very brilliant interception by Katie Healing, but there's a free and a chance for Katrina Davis to cut the gap down to 1 again.
Yeah, look, it's that bit far out. It's beyond her range. So will she go short with this one, or will she have a go? It's going to be interesting to see what she does with this.
Looks straight away that she's going to go for this one, Matt.
Yeah, I think she's going to. I think she's going to have a pot, and on a good strike, she just might make it now. If she gets the proper purchase on it could reach the target.
Better strike from her last one. It's gone to the left and wide, as John Ryan mentioned. Maybe just that bit far may have been a better option, given what's left in this game, to work that one short.
Yeah, look, there's about 3.5 minutes of normal time. There will be a lot of stoppage time. I think there'll be 3 or 4 minutes. So really here, it depends. Kick-outs are going to be vital. Who can win this kick-out here? This is a vital time of the game.
Laura Nash comes into the game for St.Ailbes, and off is Sarah Ryan on that Ailbes side. As Brianna Donnelly takes this kick out. It's a poor one, intercepted by Karen O'Leary. Maybe a chance of a goal. O'Leary's clean through. Chance brilliantly saved by Donnelly, making up for that poor kick out. Chance again. It's a brilliant block on the line. Excellent shot by, I think it was Rachel Carmody who had that shot in the end and blocked away. An excellent save.
Absolutely, and you have to hand it to both teams here. Emer Ryan, they're pressing. Monagea are pressing here, and that was really out of the top draw from Emer Ryan, because there was no way she should have got to that ball, and she got there. But the goalie, Aoife Corbett, Donnelly getting that block down, and even though it was a poor kick out, and they turned it over, and they could have been straight in on goal.
Just a sensational block by Emer Ryan. You'd wonder, the game intelligence for her to go back on the line once the keeper was off her line.
Yeah, she's the skipper, and I suppose that's leading. That's what leadership is all about, and leading from the front. But it was a spectacular type save, and like you would have to nearly say, had it gone in like that, it would be a very, very difficult task for St.Ailbes down to 14 players, because it looks as if Hazel Davern is unlikely to play any further part in this game, maybe for maybe 2 minutes at the end, the most minute or two. But this is. It looks as if it's a free to Monagea. Bridget Cahill is down.
Yeah.
It's another difficult one.
It's another difficult one. Yeah. What is the strategy? Does she try and get as much purchase as she can on it?
She's getting information. I presume she's getting information there from the management. But small margins win matches, and if this is to be won by Ailbies, Emer Ryan's save inside off the line will be a major talking point after this game.
It's Katrina Davis to take this from Monagea. It's a fine strike from Davis this time. It's brilliantly off the crossbar and tapped over the bar. That's one of the points of the season of any level of Gaelic football.
Like even if you were in Crow Park and to see that, you'd be amazed. But if some of the top men's teams that kick that ball, she's absolutely excellent today, and she's really has kept Monagea fighting in this county final.
It was a huge score. From the execution of it was huge, but the importance of it is bigger still. We have serious danger here now for St.Ailbes.
They do indeed. There's a chance. Bridget Cahill went down. Looked to be a fair challenge from her angle here. Bob was eventually worked on, and they were done for overcarrying. And again, Kevin O'Brien has got the big calls right so far today, and I think you'd argue he got that one right as well.
Yeah, look, it was. It looked from in the beginning, but he got the call right. It's going to be interesting now and see what they do. But just looking at the clock here, we're gone 7 seconds over time, so we're in injury time now, and it's down to the discretion of the referee what time he's going to play. And we look back at 3-6 for Monagea, 3-7 for Ailbies. So really, this is entertainment. Definitely, it's value for money coming through the gate today, especially in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see what this decision is going to be. He consulted at length again with his umpires. He's speaking there to Katrina Davis. Is he reaching for a book?
Seems to be. No, I think he was only checking score maybe, Matt. He'd signalled earlier on for a free out to St.Ailbes, and I don't think anything has happened to change that. But as you mentioned, Ailbies have a player down here. Maybe a bit of gamesmanship. Yeah. Maybe.
In fairness to the referee, I think he wanted to satisfy himself that everything was correct back there, and he was right, and he took the time out to do it.
The free taken short, a risky enough one from Niamh Ryan, but it's worked out well. Sinead McNamara did well, and it's gone out the field now. Chance for Laura Nash. Laura Nash plays that ball ahead to Aideen McNamara. McNamara plays it. It was an easy pass. It should have been an easy pass to Ingrid Laffin, but it's gone astray. And John, you mentioned that we're at the championship winning moments now. Moments like that, nerves set in.
The other thing is that ball should have went to her body. She kicked it away from her. And, with the way it is at the moment, it's so evilly poisoned. You need to be getting the ball to your player. And with that breakaway from Ailbies, they should have got more out of it.
Advantage being played here for Monagea as they attack. They've already moved Laurie O'Connor, who'd done a fantastic man-marking job, and Mairead Kavanagh for large parts of this game. It's Deborah Murphy now in possession, gets the hand pass away. It's into Katrina Davis. That's the player they want on. A chance for Davis to level the games, but it's just gone to the right and wide. A big chance for Monagea to level, and it's gone a begging.
Yeah, that was a chance there for Katrina. She should have levelled it up there, but look, the small margins here. We've 32 gone here. This is really hot stopping stuff, I'm sure, for both sets of management here. But look, Ailbies have it. They're trying to work it out, and they need to it's about keep ball now for Ailbies as well. Don't give away possession. Give away possession here, and you straight away you'd have a problem straight away. But Mairead Kavanagh has got it, and as long as they keep the ball up this side of the field now, they have a chance.
It's Kavanagh on the run. She'll be looking for more. The hand pass doesn't go to hand. Could have played on there, Kevin O'Brien. He absolutely could have played on. Blew the whistle a bit early. It's going to be a free to Ailbies either way, but there was a chance. The ball had fallen to Aideen McNamara. It had come on for Aideen McNamara. That was a goal chance, John Ryan. Yeah. If the referee had done, he blew the whistle. You can't blame him for blowing the whistle. Mairead Kavanagh was clearly fouled, but Ailbies may argue.
They might argue, but at the same time, it's eating into the clock time as well. So look, you have a chance here of a score, but in fairness, he blew it, and the referee's decision is final.
Yeah, we didn't pick it up in commentary, but there about 5 minutes ago, Caroline Hickey followed Hazel Davern into the sin bin. So we actually have St.Ailbes down to 13 players at the moment, and it makes their task all the greater. But they're still a point to the good, and they're attacking. And Katie Heelan got a chance there, but it was well blocked.
It was indeed, and Deborah Murphy in possession, but Monagea are a good 90 metres away from where they need to be in the closing stages here. We've just over 33 and a half minutes played of this second half, and it's Monagea on the attack. That could be another sin bin in there, but certainly cynical referee on this occasion. Kevin O'Brien says play away, and it's Grace Lee now in possession. 34 minutes played of added time, 4 minutes of added time played in this second half, and it's Emma Hogan in possession.
Yeah, Hazel Devon should be due to come back in now. She has her 10 minutes done on the bin, so it'll be interesting at the next break and play whether she will come back and that they'll be back up to 14. But at the moment, it's Karen O'Leary.
It's O'Leary on the charge, the equalising point for Karen O'Leary, and it was a great run and brilliantly finished off, and we're all square with just over 4 minutes of added time played.
Yeah, you could see it coming, the way that they played it, and they walked the ball down the wing, and they had runners coming off the shoulder, and it's vital who's going to win this kick out now. It's dropping right down, it's won by Monagea, and they're driving forward here, driving in numbers forward, and that's going to be can they get a score here? Ailbies will have to get back and try and defend. They need every player they have back to try and defend this.
It was Grace Lee with that magnificent catch, and now it's Bridget Cahill in possession for Monagea. Coming up to 5 minutes of added time played at the end of this Limerick Ladies Gaelic Football Championship final here in Bruff. It's all square at 3-7 apiece. Chance now for Laurie O'Connor. O'Connor has it, she's looking for the free, but doesn't have it. She dropped the shoulder according to Kevin O'Brien. He's got these decisions right every time, and that was another one.
Yeah, he's been consistent there, and she dropped the shoulder, and you can't do that in ladies football. And now it's Katie Heelan who's about to break away. Ball breaks away from her. She just draws a boot net. But it's come down into no man's land here. Won back by Monagea, intercepted again by Ailbies, and they're coming away with it again.
Ingrid laughing with the ball forward. This time Katie Heelan has a bit of space. Emma Hogan chaser, vital for possession. Heelan's the one who has it at the moment, under pressure. Good defending, it has to be said, from Emma Hogan, and they should come away with it. It'll be Hogan that does come away with it for Monagea. Katie Heelan is down injured. Play goes on. Grace Lee with the ball now for Monagea. Emma Hogan, panic setting in maybe a little bit with the two players, but play has been stopped, and it's Katie Heelan down injured.
The other thing is tiredness is setting in with both teams as well, and we have to come in both teams here. They've really went at it at full tilt, and you have to come in them. Both sets. It's a great game. It's especially great in the last 10 minutes, but it's about who wins it and how long is he going to play. I'm looking here at the stopwatch. It's 36 minutes and 9 seconds gone. Matt, I look, it's going to be very interesting the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think I'd imagine that we're probably into the last minute of it, and I suppose in fairness, nobody will argue if it ends as it is at the moment in stalemate, but there will be an issue that the replay will have to be pretty quick. It'll have to be in midweek, I would imagine, if there isn't extra time, because the winners here are out in the Munster Championship next weekend.
I presume there is extra time?
We'll find out. And just confirmed here that there is extra time if this game does finish level. It's 3-7 apiece here in coming up to 7 minutes played in this second half. Just a quick note as well that Hazel Davern has returned to the St.Ailbes line out. No sign of Caroline Hickey. Her time in the sin bin hasn't come up, hasn't finished as of yet. It's going to be a free in here to St.Ailbes. Taken very quickly by Emer Ryan. Too quickly to the referee's liking. Or too quickly for the referee's liking. There's a Monagea player down injured, and that's why he's stopped it. It's Karen O'Leary that's down, but John Ryan, look, it's the highest level of excitement you could wish for in a county final. Yeah,
it is, and is it that bit far out? It's very near the sideline as well. Monagea defend this now, or will they go for it, or will they play a shot and try and work it in to get the winning score? Look, it's down to the wire, 3-7 to 3-7, and we have, looking at 37 minutes and 44 seconds gone.
Yeah, it's a chance for St.Ailbes all the same. It's going to be a throw-in ball now, is it? Seems that the initial free was given to St.Ailbes, but now Something may have been said, word out of turn towards the referee maybe. Either way, it's a throw ball. And we're surely in the dying embers of this. Just over 8 minutes played now of this injury time in the second half, and it's Karen O'Leary in possession for Monagea, and there isn't too many players on the field that are going to stop Karen O'Leary on the run. Maeve McNamara is doing her level best and has done brilliantly to dispossess Karen O'Leary of the ball. Maybe one last chance for St.Ailbes. It's Ingrid Laffin in possession outside to her full back. That's Hazel Davern who's pushed forward. It's out that right hand side to Sinead McNamara. A chance for Sinead McNamara inside to Mairead Kavanagh. Brilliantly blocked by Emma Hogan. Kavanagh still has it. Hazel Davern is given a free in. Challenged by Emma Hogan, I think it was, on Hazel Davern. Both players are down injured, but there's a chance surely for St.Ailbes to win the game and the county title.
Yeah, dead straight in front of the goal, about 21 yards out. So, definitely they have a chance here. It's a pressure kick. We'll see I presume Emma Ryan is going to take it. One thing we said earlier, that when Ailbies ran at Monagea to cause problems, and they did it that time, and as I'm sure Matt will agree, they had one thing on their mind, a score, and they got it.
You just have to look back to that dispossession by Maeve McNamara in midfield, Karen O'Leary, that set up that attack.
It did. It set up that attack, and now Karen O'Leary did great to bring the ball out of defence. It was a great run, but when she looked up, the options were nil. Absolutely, because Monagea had funneled back. But credit St.Ailbes, they have thrown everybody forward. It was the full back that's after winning the free down here.
Yeah, she had to make it up for her sin, definitely, by going up and winning that ball and carrying it and working. And she kept her head. She didn't give it away. The pass came through to her, and she kept her head. Now this free, I'm sure Emer will be tipping this over. We're looking at it's 39 minutes and 55 seconds.
See Ryan now with this chance. She scored harder one so far in this game. She's made no mistake. We're up to the 40-minute mark. 10 minutes of added time played in this second half, and it's St.Ailbes that lead 3-8 to 3-7. A 1 point lead. Surely there isn't enough time for Monagea to come up. They're going to give it a shot anyway. Kevin O'Brien checks his watch. He checks it again. Still no whistle as of yet as Monagea try to come away with possession. It's going to be it. It's going to be a free to Monagea.
Yeah, free to Monagea. He's still playing on. He's playing on. We're at 40 minutes now. So look, it's he's just. It's going. They have to defend this. Ailbies have to defend here. They have to get back in numbers. They can't give him any break, especially from midfield on.
It's Karen O'Leary with the possession for Monagea over on that far side, the stand side here in Bruff. It's Grace Lee gives the ball away to Karen O'Leary again. It's a free into Monagea. It's certainly too far for Katrina Davis. Referee Kevin O'Brien having the blows whistle again to signify that free. You're really, Matt O'Callaghan, you're looking at it's desperation times now. Maybe a high ball in.
Maybe a high ball in and hope, but it's very, very far out. There can be only a matter of seconds left in the game at this stage. Now, I know there were quite a few hold-ups with players down and what have you, but I'd certainly say we're right up on. He's looking at his. I thought he looked at his watch and was going to blow it, but he's blown it for a free in.
Yeah, and I hear instructions coming from the management, Monagea management, to Davis to have a go, and she's she put one from a similar position over earlier, so she's lining this up. This is a vital kick. This is a pressure kick. These are kicks that I suppose you train for and you play for in every game. And you can see every one of the Ailbies, nearly the supporters at this stage, are back in the defending.
It's Davis' strike. It's gone to the left and wide, and that should be it. Indeed, it is. St.Ailbes are county champions. County Limerick senior football champions. A 1 point victory over Monagea, 3-8 to 3-7. That last free by Emer Ryan proving decisive for the St.Ailbes team. It's terrible that either side has had to this. Maybe extra time would have been better. Just 42 minutes played in the second half, 12 minutes of added time. I'm not sure if there was that, but look, that's for another day maybe. But I don't think it was going to take something special to win it. That last run forward by Ailbies proved to be the case.
Two things: Emer Ryan's last kick there for that point, but also the ball she brought off the line up here. She got across to it. That was going into the net, and she dived across and got it. And when you have something like that, we said it earlier. they're changing times, and they can change a match for you, and they can win a match. But look, it's small margins, and we have to compliment both teams today. Both teams gave it everything they had. They fought hard, and there were scores on both ends. And really, when once one team got a score, the other team responded straight away. So to be fair to everyone, I think a draw. But look, Ailbies, I'm delighted, for them. I'm delighted for the players, for Paul. I know the amount of work they've put in. And disappointment for Monagea. They were great champions last year. I was at the county final, and they had a great win over Ballylanders, who were going for 4 in a row. So look, they'll be very disappointed, Monagea, tonight. But really, they have to hold their heads up. They were immense there in the second half. Both teams were immense in the second half, and it finished a great last. But the other thing as well is, I think the introduction of Katie Heelan. We were kind of saying, why wasn't she in before that? But the introduction of her, she was absolutely immense. Her runs down the wing, and when you have a team like that running at you, it's very hard to deal with it. But look, it's a 1-point win for Ailbies. They'll be celebrating around Ballyneasy tonight, I'm sure.
Matt O'Callaghan, it's, as John mentioned, a 1-point victory for St.Ailbes. You see the joy in the faces at the final whistle, the absolute joy. There's obviously despair with Monagea, but this is all about Ailbies, it has to be said.
It's all about Ailbies, and it's all about the winners. And I suppose it's fair to say, from what I've been listening to around the county, John has probably been listening to it too, that St.Ailbes were on a mission this year to get back their title. And they had assembled a very, very strong backroom team, two of which John would know very well were with him. And then the All-Ireland final last year, Paul Butler and Aidan Fitzpatrick. And they really meant business this year. They have been out of the limelight since 2012, which for St.Ailbes is a long, long time. It's their first final since 2016. But credit to both sides. John is right. Monagea were absolutely excellent champions. They gave an excellent account of themselves here today, but it just came up a bit short. But you have to credit St.Ailbes. They dug out the win, and at one critical stage, for about a critical 7 or 8 minutes late in the game, they were playing with 13 players, and it really put it up to him. And I'd like to agree totally with what he says about Emer Ryan. Emer Ryan is the captain of the side. You look to your captain for leadership. The selection of a captain is a huge choice for any manager or any management team. But certainly those that picked Emer Ryan, they got it right. She was clearing a ball that was off her own goal line, and then she was below getting the winning point. Absolutely a notable contribution from Emer Ryan. Great day for St.Ailbes. Wish them the best of luck in the Munster Championship. Commiserations with Monagea. They've been great champions. They'll be back.
Yeah, look, Matt said a very interesting point. They went out for it this year, and they really gave it everything. Paul was involved, Aidan was involved, and the county players that when they couldn't train with Ailbies because of county. They were involved with the county, so they basically turned up for every training session and stood in the line while they're and urged on their players. So when you have that, things are good. You have to compliment Sheila Moynihan as well. Aidan Fitzpatrick, Paul. They brought in an S&C coach as well. So look, well done to Ailbies. For Limerick Ladies football, it's a massive step forward. They have some great players, and it was a great spectacle today. Everyone got value for money, especially in that last quarter. And well done to Ailbies, and well done to Monagea. Fantastic champions, and really fought to the bitter end.
Indeed they did. It's victory for St.Ailbes on a scoreline of 3-8 to 3-7 over Monagea in the Limerick Ladies Senior Football Final here in Bruff. Thanks for joining us on Sporting Limerick for our coverage this afternoon of the junior game first, and of course of the senior game. And of course thanks to Matt O'Callaghan of the Weekly Observer, Vale Star, and John Ryan in commentary with me for this second game. We'll be back with more live action soon.